Hello Commanders, welcome back to another Frontline Changes report. This time out again for the past 24 hours. We're going to jump straight to the Frontline Changes report. Commanders, do remember to register yourself at the front desk by pressing the subscribe button. And press the like button if you have if you feel like you are ready for the task ahead. So the first frontline change is over at the Sumy front. Over at the Sumy front, the Russian claims, the Russian open source intelligence RIBA has claimed that they have the Russian forces managed to push the Ukrainian forces out of Mykolaiv. So this is the two settlements that is still not yet taken by the Russian forces to create the buffer zone that we expect to the Russians to develop. Yunakivka, of course, the Russians will want to conquer it, but this salient here is a bit of a disturbance. I did hypothesize that maybe the Russians wanted to keep it, to use it as a kill zone, as a kill box. But it seems like that's not the case. The Russian forces, according to the Russian mapping, claim to have taken Mykolaiv, with the Ukrainian forces withdrawing to Vereshchny. So Russian forces captured Mykolaiv. So that is the current claim by the Russian side. And you can zoom in, you can see, this is pretty much, a very singular settlement that it looks like, is very poised for encirclement. It is very, very standalone. So that is the capture over at Novo Mykolaiv. The advance potentially is up to 2.53 kilometers, 2.67 kilometers. So that's Mykolaiv. The next frontline change, we jump all the way to Stupochky over at the Bakhmut front. So this is Stupochky. Bakhmut is over here. Stupochky is here. So over at Stupochky, Russian forces have been geolocated. South of Stupochky, confirmed the Russians advance through this area here. South of Stupochky means that they are now on the verge of entering into Protechny. The Russians did already claim the capture of Stupochky in the entirety since May, 25th May. So tentatively, that's what we have right now. But we cannot verify the capture. There is still a bit of the northern part of Stupochky that is not confirmed to be captured yet. But the Ukrainians have this major fortification here. The Russians could very well ignore it and just go straight into Protechny. So and then appear behind them, which renders the entire fortification pointless. So that's all for. So basically, it's the lesson of the Maginot Line in World War I. The French built this formidable fortification that cannot be. Sorry, that's World War II. World War II, they built a massive Maginot Line, a massive fortification along the border of France and Germany, and it's impenetrable. Like, it's for real, or nearly impossible to penetrate that line. But they never fortify it all the way to Belgium, and it's Belgium's fault. So you Belgian people, it's your fault. World War II is all your fault. By right, we should be all speaking. Less people need to die. But then Nazi Germany will still exist today. Had the Germans failed to actually break through the Maginot Line, then they will have to sue for peace. And then there will be some massive political stuff, and then Israel never have appeared. So again, Belgium's fault. So because no Holocaust, no Israel. So it's the Belgium's fault. It's Belgian people. Oh my God. So after Stupochky, the next frontline change is over at Olesandro Kalino. So again, the Russians like to draw stuff. It's really not nice. This is a family-friendly channel. So anyway, geolocation of Russian forces extending further and deeper into Olesandro Kalino with as they continue their offensive into this very spread out town. So the advance is around 500 meters. And this comes quite a few days later. So the resistance in this sector must be pretty strong from the Ukrainian forces. So there is a river here. A lot of plants covering the river. So but it's which means that the fighting will have to swing left, swing or west, and then go up the road there. So then there's, so I draw out the river in case you probably cannot see. So this is the river. Yeah, that's the river, and there's another river that goes around here, and then yeah. So this is the river, and the crossing is here. So you can see how GG, how effed is this place, as the Russians is going to attack, and basically cut off the Ukrainians' retreat. So the southern, this Olesandro Kalino is in deep shit. I think that there's no more crossings around here. Yeah, the only one left is at Yablunivka, which is super. This is the two place. Yeah, the Russians are going to take this entire region very quickly soon. So anyway, that's Olesandro Kalino. The next frontline change is over at Horikove, over in the Pokrovsk. Pokrovsk is here, at the Pokrovsk front southern flank. So at Horikove, in the south of Horikove, so I zoom out a bit to see, let you see the strategic situation. Russian forces geolocated here, confirm the Russian advance in the south of Horikove. And yeah, so there's this stupid salient here that's appearing here, which doesn't make sense. Yeah, I mean, why would you want your troops to stay there and die? So anyway, if you zoom in, you can see the geolocation. So Russian forces, unable to break through Horikove directly, or they have already, because the Russians did claim that they have captured this, is now flanking south in this sector here. So that's the main gist. The advance is around 1 kilometer, which means that there is possible Ukrainian resistance in this sector here. The Russians have already claimed the capture of Horikove since the 12th of May. So it since forever. So we shall see how this continue to play out. It's very unclear because of the lack of intel. So that's all for all the frontline changes report. Let's pick one. Yeah, let's go back to let's do this. Let's use this as a background. So we're gonna do some calculation on the total area captured. The Ukrainians did not capture anything as usual. The Russians clearly did not. Wow, they're so big. It's YouTube's fault. So the capture is 5.71 plus 2.63 plus 0.36 plus 1.75. Total area capture is a respectable 10 square kilometers, 10.45 square kilometers. It's not at the 20 square kilometers range that we are expecting. So maybe the Russians have slowed down, maybe there's just an intense lack of intelligence or information coming from the ground that we cannot ascertain the real frontline change. But whatever it is, this is 10 square kilometers is nothing to scoff about. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Happy birthday to you if your birthday today. And yeah, so thankfully we are all not dead from World War III yet. And yeah, so hopefully we will continue to not die from World War III, nuclear apocalypse or Armageddon. So anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next update.